Okay, welcome back to this playthrough of Dark Souls 2. Before I start this one, I was thinking of doing a little bit of infusion, showing off a little bit of infusion because I haven't really talked about it yet. So I currently have 3 weapons on my character, so you can sort of see the damage difference, and I have them equipped. One of the tricks you can use when you're infusing is to equip your weapons so that you see before you infuse how much damage you're going to be doing. So I have a strength weapon, I have a dex weapon, and I have a quality weapon. So starting off with the strength weapon, this thing has an A, and it's the club, and it has a pretty high A. Weapons have different tiers of scaling, and they also have like whether it could be a high A or like an A plus, right, or an A minus in grades. But I think this thing has a pretty high A. I'll show you an example later on with a weapon that has a slightly lower A than this one, it would seem. So for example, if I was to infuse this thing, I pressed Y. This is the menu that you get into. So I press Y once, and it takes me to my player status, which is how much damage I'm currently doing. And you can see that if I infuse this thing, I'll do less damage than I'm currently doing right now, right? With the 4 most common infusions. And the same thing happens with the parrying dagger. This is a A in dex weapon. I don't even have high dex, but it's high enough to where if I were to infuse it, I would do less damage on most of these things. I do more with fire and dark because I have I have increased my intelligence and faith in combination. That is what gives you fire and dark. With the bastard sword, now keep in mind that most weapons in this game are quality weapons. Things like quality weapon means that it has relatively even scaling between strength and dex. So if it has a CC like this thing, it's a quality weapon. The halberds, most of the halberds, the great swords like the bastard, the claymore, just basically the long sword, right? Most weapons are quality. The largest pool of weapons are quality. So this thing, if I was to infuse it, you can see that it gets a substantial amount of damage when you infuse it. And I'm pretty sure that the bastard sword, pretty much at no point, other than if you use Rob Flynn, Ring of Blades, and Flynn's Ring, will ever surpass, leaving it naked will ever surpass infusions. Infusion is generally best on quality weapons. So yeah, with this one it was bad, with this one it was bad, with the bastard sword it's good. Let's put on so now I'm going to put on 2 other strength weapons. One has an A, but it's a slightly lower A, right? It's this one right here. So if I was to infuse this thing, I do get more damage, but it still has an A. Now the A goes down to a B though, because it is a lower tier of A. This is why pressing Y and entering your player status can be really useful, so that you can actually see whether or not you're doing more damage like right now. And if I was to infuse this thing, the great club, it would also get significantly more damage. But right here you can see, because this thing has lower scaling than the large club, the great club has lower scaling than the large club, infusing it actually gives it a bigger boost. It goes from 298 to 345. That's 47 points, while this one goes from 286 to 310. I can't do that math quickly, but it's less than 47 points, right? Is it though? Maybe a little bit less, but that's because this thing has a lower scaling to begin with, and since the majority of weapons don't have A's and S's in scaling, so that's why infusion is really, really good. Let's see. Obviously, this large club, you would probably do the most damage with this if you had Ring of Blades and Flynn's Ring, and you upgraded it to plus 10, and you increase your strength a bunch. The only thing that when you do that, right, I feel like you crutch yourself. You are forced to use the Ring of Blades and Flynn's Ring to do a lot of damage. While if you were to infuse the weapon, and use whatever rings you want, right? You could infuse it and then buff it with the same element. Then you would do comparable damage. Yes, it's not going to be quite as much, but you're not depending on 2 rings to be able to do it. That's the way I look at it, at least. Let's see about the Demon's Great Hammer as a B. So we've seen that already. This is a quality weapon. The Hate Knight, for example, the Hate Knight Lance, this has innate lightning damage on it. And with my current stats, if I was to infuse this thing, I would get a little bit of an increase, but it's very, very minor. This, I don't really think it's that worth it. Yeah, lightning gives it the absolute most as well. But look, it doesn't actually even lose any of its scaling. It keeps a C and an E, but they become a worse tier, C and E. So yeah. Just press Y to see before you infuse. So basically, I'm going to infuse this thing with Faint Stone. Right here. Because I have the magic enchantment. So that means I'm going to be able to buff it with magic as well. Which is going to be wicked. I'm going to the Shaded Woods and all that area right now. Now, I have currently 2 branches of yore. I found 2 in the gutter, but I used 1 in the gutter. I had 1 from... I guess you know what, before I do that, because I don't think I'm going to need this many. Let me go back to No Man's Worth. And do that. If you don't have any fragrant branches, you can buy 1 from Valencia for 12k. It's quite expensive. But I'm going to use 1 right now and get an Estus Flask back. There is 1 more area, Things Betwixt, that requires a fragrant branch, but I don't want to do that just yet, because I won't get anything back and I won't be able to go to the Shaded Forest. That would force me to have to use 1 at Valencia. I'll buy 1 from her. This guy doesn't even die. Although I am using the Ring of Blades. See, the Ring of Blades does only 10 points of damage on this weapon, so maybe it is worth switching it out for something. I just don't really know what. Life Ring is very bad thus far. I guess I'll do this. I don't really like the aura that it gives you, but whatever. I currently only have 6 Estus. That's not good at all. There's actually a Mastodon up here. Let's mock him up. I'll keep that shield on for now. I just want the armor that's up here. Maybe I'll wear it a little bit. I don't know why exactly they decided to hide this armor up here. I think it used to be here before though, so maybe that's why in regular version. Because you need a branch to get the armor and to get the flask shard. But it's like this armor is nothing special, so I like it, but it's nothing special technically. It's the knight armor. It's comparable to the elite knight. It just has a little bit less defense and a little bit higher poise, and the elite knight is the opposite. It has a little bit better defense, but slightly less poise. Now, you know, I value poise higher than defense. I don't think that these armors, like if you were to compare them against the NPCs of the world, most enemies would kill you in the same amount of hits with both armors, but this one you have a little bit better poise. Oh, my flask shot. That was the whole thing. Let's talk to Lucatil. Although the elite knight armor looks absolutely crazy good as well. Look at Velstad, the Royal Aegis right there. Oh my god, that's another wicked looking armor set. Let's go to the Shaded Woods and talk to Benhart. See if you can unblock the way up, you see. Oh god. I'm actually gonna be able to upgrade my Pyro Flame as well. How much? I have 2. I don't have that many. 2 fire seeds, but I get 1 more here very soon. This area you can come to relatively quickly because you only need to unpetrify a person, and then inside there's a bonfire as well as an Estus Flask shard. So if you have a branch left over, like I did for a while, I could have come here at any point. So I like to unpetrify her, right? And then before pulling the lever, because that's a trap, I want to go out and talk to Benhard. The door closes, basically.
Clearing the way was your doing, was it?
It was my doing it, was it?
Didn't think you had it in you, pal.
What do you mean, dude? I just got this new fresh armor.
That's not like it sounds, you know. It was a pleasant surprise, that's all. Name's Benhard.
Benhard.
Thanks to you, I can resume my journey.
Resume.
If we share the same path, I'm sure that I'll
We'll
repay
meet
my
again.
debt. The road ahead's going to be long. It's a true man who honours his debts, and I'll see mine paid.
Okay.
I swear it.
By my ancient sword. Hey, the gesture. This is one of my favorite gestures in the game. I'm gonna swap it out for this one. Or it's probably my favorite. Well, shared second place. Shared first place. I mean, what? These things. I'm just gonna kill these two guys first because there will be 4 more dropping down. Now, if you struggle with this trap, there is something you can do, but you require bombs. I don't think I have that. Fire anything. You need like 3. I don't think 2 is enough, but I can try it. Let me see up here. You have to try and like throw a bomb at the door, but it's really difficult to do because if you need 3, I believe, to break it. Yeah, it didn't break it. If you throw 3 at least, and you manage to break one of the doors, 4 of these, all 4 of them will basically come out and ambush you without you pulling the lever, which means you can't go out. What's going on, Rosabeth? She coughs a lot. I actually need to buy some stuff from her as well. 1 prism stone, thanks. Pyromancer.
Do you have... I'll take anything. Anything at all. Just...
I tend to give her this armor here, the leather armor. You can only give her 1 piece of armor, and once you give it to her, it's permanently gone. This armor is actually unique. Well, actually, you can burn an ascetic because it's in a wooden chest in the forest, isn't it? This is probably the thing I want the most. Let's continue. I need to remove the Majula. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's try and do this.
Not sure where I might find the Lord,
My lord.
but perhaps...
Can I, let me do... Just in case the enemies get frisky, you know? I'm gonna use the Force Miracle on them. On those burls. Because this does significantly more damage to them than it does to you. Yeah, yeah, look at that. Almost got them all. Why? What do you have invisibility frames? Invincibility frames. What? Big-eyed bugger. So in there is the bonfire. That's one I'm not gonna get. The very first bonfire in the Forest of Fallen Giants. In episode 1 I explained that. I don't want to get it because it's it's just like a limbo, a link between 2 worlds. To use whatever the heck her name is, her words. Not Rosabeth. What is her name? The Firekeeper, the youngest one. Oh, it's slipping my mind. I'm caught in 2 minds. But basically, this is just like a linking area. So I'm never gonna return here. There's no point. I don't think there's anything in here. 1 enemy and 1 other enemy. No items, no nothing. But you can, those guys can drop like the rapier, the long sword. Maybe an S-stock. But I'm afraid of them, so I don't want to fight them. Alright. That is a fading soul. No, thank you. It's a matter of principle. Fading souls is 50 souls. I don't like wasting my time picking it up. Really, you hit me there, buddy? These guys can poison you really quickly. Damn it, Greg. Hurry. This should be enough to hold me over, unless they rock me, though. I mocked that up royally. Oh, this guy comes as well. Okay, maybe I should have killed him. Take it easy, buddy. I just ran because I didn't want them to throw a rock. They can totally do that. Let me buff. I ran out of stamina, by the way. That's what happened. I couldn't roll. And they poison you really quickly. But the poise of this armor saved me there. Oops, wrong thing. I was spamming B like crazy. Look at this guy. Alright. Yeah, get stuck there, buddy. Don't think anything they drop is that worth it, honestly. Yeah, I have a bad habit of running out of stamina. Because I don't usually play with... How much am I weighing right now? 63 units. I don't usually play this heavy. But for one particular part coming up, wearing armor can be pretty decent. Because there are some enemies that you can lock onto that are really tough. Wow, you're still eating, bro? Even after I killed your buddies? Hey, battle axe and longsword they've given me. The battle axe is really good. It pretty much blows the claymore and the bastard sword out of the water. It weighs less than both and it does more or comparable damage. And also has better counter damage than those. I swear, like, the battle axe and the bandit axe are just so broken. They are so broken. They're like the longsword, basically. Ding ding. These guys tend to jump back every time you hit them, so you can keep that in mind. When you hit them once and you stop, they usually like backstep. Come on. Rah. And they attack in threes. Unless you get out of the range, then they don't. Miss. No, you missed, buddy. There are two here. There's an ambush. I don't actually, because I've... How much stamina do I have? 16, it's alright. It is not that bad. Let's see, over here is a weapon. Actually a very cool looking weapon. I don't think it's very good though. The Crescent Axe. Creighton's weapon. One of those guys. There's an area full of those guys, which is really tough. And this guy can backstab me with the dagger and do a lot of damage. And he rolls behind me. Alright, you can live, buddy. I'm not gonna bother with him. Just move along. There's really some enemies like there's no point. I don't think it drops anything either. I just wanted the Crescent Axe. And not to get backstabbed in the process. I will have to go that way later. That's the way that leads to Dragon Lake Castle. Okay, so since there are no more enemies that I haven't fought already, in the way to proceed, I'm just gonna rest. Let me actually see if there's anything that's gonna be better than what I currently have. I don't think so. Well, you know what? No, force. No, I have to keep those. I was thinking of using the fireball, but I need force instead. That way it leads to a ring and an enemy, but that ring, it's called the oh yeah, I have the Estus flask thing, whatever. Doesn't matter. What is it? Was that ring called? I can't remember the name, but it's like this thing, but the red version. So the red tearstone ring. It allows you to, whenever you get really low on health, it gives you more damage. The blue tearstone, whenever you get low on health, it gives you better defense. Try not to expose your back too much here, because these guys can also backstab you. The blue tearstone can be pretty good here. As a matter of fact, just in case that happens, maybe I should use more things that give me better defense. There's one guy coming up towards me here. I don't have the silver or the ring of steel protection. I think these guys respawn, which is something that makes me hesitant to bother fighting them. Where are you? And they have a ridiculous amount of defense as well. Because no matter what weapon I use, how highly upgraded is this? +4. I mean, it should be pretty decent, and I have it buffed. The thing is that this guy has a dagger, so he attacks really quickly. He will do chip damage to me no matter what. And if I use a lighter, quicker weapon than this, then I won't stun him, which is a problem as well. So they have long swords and daggers. I'm gonna keep it to my left. I went to the right and picked up one item, and now I'm gonna keep it to the left. The camera, when you're in here, gets closer to your player character. There we go, one more coming up. Yeah, I like when it does that. Not enough stamina, are you kidding me? I don't have enough stamina to finish him off. Alright, let's see if there's a better weapon to use. I like the bastard because it's very easy. Let me not expose my back. It's very easy to use, but I could try this then. Do I need a shield? Yeah, I'll keep the shield. Here's a fire seed. And Vengar has a lot of dialogue. He's a head right there. Haha. But he sells the claymore. He sells gold pine resin. I'm gonna buy that. And he has another wicked gesture.
All ever knew what a fool I was.
What a fool he was. I need to get his helmet. There we go. Going on. His helmet is really good weight to poise ratio, so maybe I should wear it as a matter of fact. Like that. Yeah, I'll do that. It's one of those items that has very good weight to poise ratio. And you know, Vengar's armor pretty much does to the Drangleic armor what the Craftsman's hammer does to the mace. Did you get that? So I pick up that item and come back right back. Because Vengar's armor is pretty much across the board better than Drangleic. So I hit this big tree on the left, and then there should be an item there. And I heard someone, yeah. Now I'm gonna try and two-hand. Now I could use the stone ring. Two-handing works fairly well. I like to wait for them to come to me, because when an enemy takes an aggressive walk or whatever towards you, it's easier to predict what they're gonna do. If you chase them down, they'll back away and roll. But as they're coming towards you, they tend to be more predictable in what they're trying to do. Is there one more guy? I feel like I saw him. Yeah, I see him. You probably can't see him. I think you can change your brightness of your screen. Let's see if this works. But you can listen out for them. Yeah, you can see I don't stun him unless I use both hands on the first hit. Because poise is like a meter. So you need that's a player. So you need yeah, it's like a meter. Like imagine a poison meter. When you hit somebody, you poison them, quite right. So you like break their poise more and more until it fills up and you can stun lock. Unless it's a player, then you can't stun lock. He builds right back up. I just wanted to see if anybody was gonna come after me. Oh, there he is. Just saw him right when I took the sip. No, you come towards me, buddy. No, it's okay. No, come on. This guy, yeah, come on, bro. God damn it, these guys. Okay, I think I'm safe. But I always have to keep topped off because I think I can survive a backstab from the ones with the sword. Let me do the thing. I can survive a backstab from the ones with the sword, I think. But I probably can't survive with the ones with the dagger. If the dagger guys backstab me, I probably die. So I just pretty much kept the left path the entire time here. As a matter of fact, I forgot to do something. This is a good location to use prism stones to find your way. So when the path becomes rocky like this is the way out. So you can put a prism stone right down here. And basically just straight in front of me, there will be another chest, but the easiest way to get it is to just follow the outskirts of the level. I have a pretty good grasp on this area, where everything is, but I'm just trying to keep it simple. to not confuse you, people watching. So there's another guy right here. This is the chest that I was talking about. What you gonna do? Okay, he has his back turned to me. This is not a good ring, but whatever. I'll pick it up. I'm stealing your treasure, the old sun ring. There he is. Alright, come on, attack first. There you go, do that. Did you seriously attack me in the middle of my goddammit great combo? And, you know, it's what I'm saying, like, the camera is so far or so close to you. It is ridiculous. It's so annoying that they put the camera so close to your character. So from this chest, right, just walk between the first 2 trees and then between the next 2 trees. And the next 2. And you should see a big tree. And there's a chest here. If you hit these, by the way, they make a noise and it attracts the enemy. So you can do that as like a, kind of like an alluring skull, the way that works. So you can see the enemies are attacking the tree. Now I'm not going to bother, I'm just going to go behind the chest pretty much. And there should be another item. There we go. To the left, slightly to the left. And I think that's everything. Now I'm going to pretty much walk until I hit a wall. And when I hit the wall, it's most likely this way. Yeah, there's the big tree next to Vanguard. And that's my little thing. Prism stone. I think that's all the items. Hopefully. But you know, when I play this by myself, the only things I pick up are the Chloranthy, and I speak to Vanguard. That's it. And those are on the outskirts, so it's easy to keep track of as well. I probably won't need this shield right now. And also I need to switch away from the sword, because the enemies here are very resilient to magic. So it's not gonna do a goddamn thing, I'll tell you that for free. Let's do this, why not? You can make that jump across there, but it's slightly risky. Okay, so this area here, people get confused a lot where to use the branches, where not to use the branches. There are a total of 5, I believe there are 5 petrified lion mages like that. Now 2 of them lead to the exact same location, so technically you can say there's only 4, because it's like, imagine there's a room with 2 doors, right? And you only need to enter through one of the doors. So you want to unpetrify. There are 2 of them that have like you get your branch right back when you unpetrify them. That's one of them, that guy right there. When you unpetrify him, you get your branch back. And then there's a guy up there in that little ruin, not all the way up, just like right there where my head is. That guy, also you get your branch back. So those are the 2 you want to grab before anybody else. That way, with one branch, you can unlock 3 different locations. I know there was a hollow back there, by the way, but I never kill him. If you just hug the right, he doesn't come after you. Oh, I was gonna say Forlorn has a great chance of invading here, but he tends to do it when you're hollow. But yeah, he hasn't invaded me randomly yet, so I guess it was about time. That is not enough to kill him. Whoa! As long as you don't backstab me. No, 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 no! He one-shots that chest. Oh my god. Do not fight anyone near this chest here, because that invisible guy, he can roll an attack and take off this chest in 1 hit. And it's a petrified dragon bone and a chunk. 2 of the 3 best upgrade materials. Where are you, Forlorn? I actually need to parry him, but I don't want him to backstab me. Can I heal? Where does he? I don't actually know where he spawns exactly in this part. That would be alright to figure out. Up here, I never usually come up here either. It did say Forlorn invaded me, whoops. You saw that, right? Am I crazy? I wanted to get him out of the way so I can show the rest of the area. Also, by the way, this area, you never need to fight anything if you want to get to the boss. Getting to the boss is really easy without having to fight a single thing. So if you want to bonfire ascetic this area, to get the Southern Ritual Band +2. You can do that without much problem. The boss himself is not, or herself is not that difficult either. Lion Great Axe, that's amazing. Those guys don't often drop things, but that's good. Maybe Forlorn is stuck on a wall or something. I'll find him when I find him, but I just need to make sure he doesn't backstab me. I have the clear bluestone thing. Oh wait, 6. I may have counted it wrong. There may be 6 lion mages. I forgot about this guy. Come on. Yeah, there may be 6. But still, there's 2 that you don't need to petrify. Let me see. 1, 2 by the bonfire, 3 by that chest, 4, 5. No, there are only 5. Never mind. I think there's only 5. That guy gives you something called the Warlock Mask. It's I think it's a mask that has like horns and stuff, and it has fairly decent defenses towards something like petrification or curse or something like that. Don't fall down there, ideally. There's a hollow back there. Oh yeah, I don't think I have that hood though. But if you're not like me and don't like to keep your inventory super neat, you may have the Black Witch's Veil, which is a headpiece, in your inventory, which I got in the gutter by lighting all the sconces. Alright, I need my branch back. That gives you immunity to curse. Don't I have throwing knives? Dude, it's kind of scary. Where the hell is Forlorn? Do you reckon he was a player that hacked and called himself Forlorn? That could be a thing. I'm playing on console though, so I mean, it really shouldn't. I just don't want to be backstabbed all of a sudden. For 60,000 damage. Because that's what I'm starting to suspect that now. Because NPCs just come for you immediately. Let me see. Can I quit the game? No. He is in my world. So if it's a player, he could be waiting for the right opportunity to mock me up. Let's wait, I don't have a branch. Oh yeah, I used one on Rosabeth, didn't I? That's right. I don't have a branch yet, but I'll get one after defeating the boss. But I need a ring first. No. Oh. The yellow stuff corrodes your armor. And the cloud turns you to stone. So you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I can't open that either. Yeah, I'm gonna have to defeat the boss. So this is gonna take a minute. There's a lot of like loop-de-looping and going back and forth in this area here. I should have actually come with a branch. That's why I was hesitant to bloody use the... or get this armor here. Right, I can't use the bonfire anyways. This is a blind bone dust over here. This is the... you can get it, you can jump across from here. Or you can jump across from above. I think this is just as easy. I'm pretty sure it's impossible to fall. There's a hole there, but I don't know if it's really... if you can fall down. You may have to have the worst luck ever. Yeah, it's staggering. Excuse me? Oh my good god! You got so destroyed. Listen, okay, so that was 50% luck. About 20% skill. Right, the halberd, that's a really good weapon. It's actually really good against this boss. You can run off, you don't have to jump, but I didn't want to. Maybe Forlorn invaded and ended up in the woods? I have no idea what the hell this guy is. There is a spell that allows you to see that a little bit easier. And I forgot an item, didn't I, down here? No, I already got that. So now I'm going to Tark. Whoa, easy there, buddy. There's a lion mage over there. I kind of wanted to get the Black Witch's Veil. I rarely get any use out of that other than in the DLC, you know. There's a vase right around these. No, that's the wrong spell. I'm gonna get. God damn it, Greg. Getting cursed doesn't count as death, but still, maybe I should put on something that is a little bit more resilient. But I can't when I have an invader in my world. It pisses me off. If you go around the side of the tree, that guy doesn't wake up. I find those enemies just the worst to fight. Let's see. 4 curse. Nothing really here. Oh, 47. Damn. I guess these clothes give you a little bit resilient to curse. But then I don't have any poise. Boom. There's one right above me. Boom. But I'm still getting cursed. Oh yeah, I didn't hit it. What's up, buddy? Oh, you saw me, did you? Come on. One combo him, please. Yes. There's a lizard coming up. I guess I can use the one-handed attack. But clubs are the easiest thing to do against these lizards. Running attack with a great club. Or running attack with a mace type weapon. You could just walk around like a normal goddamn person. So I can't speak to Man-Scorpion Tark yet, unfortunately. I don't have the ring, I need that. But you don't require his assistance for the boss fight, but you can have it. You don't require his assistance to get like the branch or to do his story at all. Okay, one more item and then I'm gonna fight the boss. Like I said, this area is very like loop-de-loopy. You have to run around a lot. It's not a big area, that's the thing. But you end up spending a while anyways. And then I think I need to get that with a bow. Yo, I don't understand where the hell Forlorn is. I wanted to fight him. How can he... I'm honestly tempted to look it up where he actually spawns, because is he stuck somewhere? Maybe... no, because I fought him here before. I was thinking maybe he's stuck where Vengar's body is, because then you can't pass because there are 2 lion mages, but he has spawned and I've killed him here before, so that makes no sense. And I want to find the bugger. Let's see, where haven't I been? Back to the shaded... I guess I can go back to the shaded woods, try that. Probably just cut it out. Oh my goodness. Where were you? Okay, let's make sure this is not a player. Like I said, I'm playing on consoles. It's very unlikely. But I'm gonna try hard anyways. Whoa. Hey, it is not a player. Yeah, definitely not a player. What? Were you looking at me for? Oh yeah? Yeah, definitely not a player. Where the hell were you, man? Want a flawless victory here, bud. Come on. Don't you hide from me. Ever. Ever. This guy seems to be really high equip load. He doesn't roll very far. But he has... all NPCs have extremely high ADP. So they can roll through everything, every one of your attacks pretty much. Oh, damn it, Craig. Mock that up. I don't like to just hit him because he has so much poise. So that's why I like to parry him ideally, but when he does that one, it's harder. When he does an R1 into an R2, I can't really predict that. Yeah, there we go. Rolling attacks are not that hard. Not a flawless victory, let me tell you. So this this boss is weak or strong to magic, and I pretty much only have magic. I guess I can use the longsword. And this thing, right? And then be like that. Now, I normally wouldn't buff with, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I normally wouldn't buff a weapon with, like, magic resin, but this just adds a little bit of additional damage. Even though it's her strength, it's still a little bit of extra damage. And the longsword is really good anyways. It hits very quickly and it just has great DPS. You can cut off her stingers. That attack, you can just stay really close to her. But she has one that's really shitty. I don't like it when she does that. Hopefully she doesn't do it actually. But she's like a crystal homing soul mass or whatever you call that. That's a grab attack. I'm gonna rebuff because she takes reduced damage, so there's no point in hitting her. Yeah, keep doing that. One's fine. Let's use the Leo ring on you. Shh. I don't know if those counts as counter. Bosses, every time they do attacks that they're locked in animation, like grab attacks, for example, you can stand here to avoid her, but I'm gonna take a hit here just to get this item. It's totally not worth it, but whatever. Every time bosses get stuck in animation, oh boy, that's bad. They take reduced damage, which is shitty. Is she stuck? Please be stuck. Okay, good, good. I wanted to heal there. See, that's why it's not clever, because if she combos me there, I could have died. This one. I like to be next to her to force her to attack me and then run away so that I get some time. Some distance. That is the best way I found to dodge that, because those things come out really quickly if you're right next to her when they do. And she runs faster than you, obviously, so trying to outrun her normally is not a good idea. You want to bait her to attack first. Bleed and die. And you get a flame butterfly. I don't know why, but hey, that's the way the game is. So, I need the branches from Tark. This is pretty long though, this episode's been pretty long. I started off with showing the infusions and stuff like that, so it's taken a hot minute. But now that I've defeated his better half, I can speak to him and he gives me a branch pretty much. And then I can go around petrifying all the stuff in the shaded woods. Here are 10 prism stones. Wicked, man. Let me go back to Majula right quick. And and get the Ring of Whispers. From the kitty cat, the Zweihander. That's one of my favorite weapons. I tend to do the Iron Keep last, like the last path. But it's a shame because, well, I do it because it's my favorite path as well, so. But yeah, the Zweihander is really good. Or really fun. It's alright, good.
No, I'm not.
Don't laugh at me. That's the ring right there. Do I need this? I don't know. I don't want it.
I'll be around if you...
Stamina. Okay. Let's go back to mine Scorpion. Havel with Vengar's helmet. This guy is decked out. I don't know if that guy had the normal character model, but remember how I said that it's probably better to use the slimmest character type. You saw how his armor made him look a little chubby. That's what I don't like about the normal character model. It does that. It makes your character look chubby, especially with the knight armor. That's most noticeable with that one, or one of those armor that is most noticeable with. There we go, that's a branch. Do you give me anything else? Yeah, the warm-up gesture. So now I have to use this branch sparingly. Make sure that where I use it, I get it back pretty much. I don't know if this ring has any other purpose, to be honest with you, than to just talk to him. But the first one I'm gonna do is gonna be the one that gives me the Lion Mage armor. I don't want to aggro that guy. Damn you. You can inch forward here. I mean, one of those invisible hollows could have potentially followed me, which is pretty bad. Because I never tend to. I need a better weapon for backstabs. Uh-oh. Hurry. Hit me. Sight. Okay, good. It wasn't one bomb. Oh, I don't have it. I thought I had the chime. Why in 7 nipples did I take it off, huh? Skadoosh. That is so fun to do. So this one gives you the lion mage. Yeah, lion mage stuff, and it gives you a branch back. And then the next one is by the bonfire, like you member berries. I could choose to use another branch again, because I don't think I'll require one. I'll get one in Harvest Valley. And there's no location that really forces you to. So I could use all 3, pretty much, if that makes sense. The funky. So, there's a jump here. It's a shortcut. You can make this jump across into that hole. But I'm not going to do that because you could fall. And I don't want to. But that's the way to go, essentially, that guy. I could drop down. Do you reckon he follows me? I'm going to kill him just in case he does. Or not, whatever. He can live. Sup. These guys have an attack where they, like, pancake you, pretty much. And that can be pretty bad. That one right there. There are 2 of them. Just trying to blow me of smoke here. Okay. I already got this item. It doesn't look like the hollow followed me down. Good, because I would have sucked. Here's where you use the fan key and you get a branch back. Sup?
Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome.
I am Onifex. I owe you some form of thanks, but have nothing for you at the moment. If it would not trouble you, could you visit my abode just down the way?
I'll visit your abode just down the way. She takes residence in Brightstone Cove, Soldora. And you know, once you kill another boss that's coming up, you can go back to Tark. And he gives you an additional thing, which is really, really good. But yeah, let me level up. Use the bone dust. There's Vengal with Sanctier's Spear. Wicked. Let's use the bone right now. I'm just gonna continue probably Brightstone Cove Seldor in the next episode. It's not a huge area, but it's another one where you pretty much have to like loop-de-loop a lot. You have to use like 3 homeward bones to get all the items. It's kind of ridiculous.
However,
I'll also upgrade my pyro flames with Rosebeth. I think health is gonna be the most important thing going forward because sometimes the spider boss can get a little tricky. Yeah, I'm just gonna do health then. Thanks for watching this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see ya in the next one. Goodbye.